8 years ago there were 4 of us who seemed to the society, both at the young generation as well as the whole companies that we're having around. We believe that it's impossible to accept that we are a generation of the followers. So actually we challenge ourselves to be possible to create a way of learning and a way of creating where human beings, youngsters and adult people will put their passions and their dreams in the heart of the movement. So in that sense we say it's impossible to accept that we are a generation of the followers. We want to be the creators of our own life and our own destiny, our own community and our own companies. So I think in the very beginning, something that for us was really clear, because we were not an individual, we actually were a team. So actually we were really able to see the limitations of a human being individually. So in that sense, we really believe that all of us, we are ordinary people. But actually, when we do things in teams, we are able to do extraordinary things. I think that was a corner value that was since the very beginning. Also, since the very beginning, something that we have clear is that I think we're really humble to be really focused in doing things just as a small drop. But this drop has to be really meaningful. But at the same time, we're able to also think big, in that sense, to really imagine that these possibilities cannot be limited to our own reality, but could be making global. That was one of the reasons that one of the original values of these global citizens. I think this philosophy, these principles were some of the ones who were there, and every time thinking as an experience. Actually, what we are doing is an experience that is constantly evolving, and step by step, we're humble enough to make small steps, but really looking really far to imagine what could be creating there. So in that moment, I think the vision was quite curious, no? Because in the very beginning, we were thinking, is it possible to create something as radical as we imagine in the system? And that was the first step. We fully see that was something that was possible. By 2017, so this will be next year, we should become, with this model of team entrepreneurship, we should become a referent. But at the same time, I think we were also quite dare to dream much bigger in the really long term, you know. And actually, when we were looking at the reality of the companies that we were having close, we were thinking, driven by the youngsters, is it possible to create value for them? I think that was one of the reasons that we didn't look for just creating entrepreneurs, people who start new companies, but also intrapreneurs, people who could transform the companies who were there. No? I remember in those early days, one of the crystallization of the vision was actually looking to the whole world. And looking to the whole world, really connected with the Mondragon reality of companies who were there, and maybe transforming Mondragon companies from within, but also understanding that this model could already be present many places around the world. This need of having youngsters being in the center of the society, bringing light from the university based on their passions and their dreams, we believe that was something that eventually, if we were able to create, could create light also in many other places.